Welcome to the Pint Perspective.
What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
Busy day today, I hear.
It was a busy day today. It's been a busy weekend, actually.
But now you boys are able to climb on your sickles and...
Well, we're pretty much licensed now. We got to go to the BMV and get all the paperwork done, license stamped, and then we'll be good to go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Basically professional riders now.
I was going to say, I mean, mere mortals think of it as a motorcycle license, but we're basically first-class citizens as well.
Right.
Well, I think it automatically is going to get your voter registration right in. So you're going to be covered. So good for you guys. By the way, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
There is a new host here today.
There is.
Yeah.
A unfamiliar voice to our listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Gabe's been around before.
Yeah, he has.
Yep.
So, Gabe, who are you? What do you do? What's happening?
What's your social security number?
Well, let me start with my street address. No, I'm Andrew's best bud. We've been friends since we were in 4th grade. Been around, but me, Andrew, and B right here watch the Bears.
It was a fun season, wasn't it?
Great season.
Oh my gosh.
And we're just having a good time. So.
Well, we're excited you're here.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Before the podcast we launched it, we had plans to have Gabe on here because we knew the three of us together could be an interesting time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we have in common.
That's right.
We're all men. We're all from the area. We're all Chicago Bears fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a big one.
And
we all like Spotted Cow.
We like beer.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We do like beer, those are like some prerequisites that.
Well, you don't have to be a man to.
No, but liking beer and Chicago Bears are.
That's a good one. Yeah. And Chicago dogs.
Well, I think if you have those criteria, you're going to filter out a lot of, people you rather wouldn't talk to, like Packers fans.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And we've made comments about that on here in the past, but you know what? Still subscribe if you're a Packers fan because we
go ahead and interact with it.
What is that? Smash that like button and drop a comment. It's a total typical thing. Hit that little bell for a notification, and But anyway, on the Bears topics, is there we haven't talked about Bears updates in a couple weeks. Anything B.R.I. Gabe you would like to input?
There hasn't been a whole lot going on. I think they're kind of playing quiet up until the draft, which is a little less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
They're still navigating this whole stadium thing. They're kind of playing one state against the other. Who's going to give them the best package to move? So I don't know. We have lost a few
troops.
Yeah, and what's interesting, most of what we lost, other than DJ, has been on the defensive side of the ball, which, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, we lost some pretty good names on there, but defense was really what kind of let us down last year.
Yeah.
Well, that's, like we've talked about, that's the defense is where I think the work needed to be done. But I would have been okay also with just trying to better what we had, but...
Well, I think there's people a lot smarter than us that are making those decisions.
They get paid a lot more too.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't call OB right in the middle of the week and be like, hey,
thoughts.
What should we do with Kevin Byard?
We wouldn't have had to wait this long for a good season if they were doing that.
I don't know about that.
We would have been basically Super Bowl champs for the past.
Because if that were the case, Mike Singletary and Brian Urlacher would still be playing.
Well, he got his hair back as soon as he quit, so there's
I
some
know. How does
correlation
that?
there. I don't understand that, but
Good point.
Yeah. So there's not a lot happening. I'm curious as we get closer to the draft, we'll start hearing more rumors and
sure.
What are we doing? We're getting our pick late in the first round, so I think the Bears have done historically a pretty good job in those middle rounds getting players, so I'm excited to see what comes of that.
Yeah.
I will say I was a little disappointed when Zacchaeus got let go.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was your guy.
That was my boy.
Yeah.
And Billings.
And Billings, yeah.
Which he had some. I think there was a few things
It's hard
that happened
for
this season for him.
to get noticed, and we noticed him quite a bit.
You sure did.
Yeah.
So did the guys in the space station. We're like,
They saw.
no, but that was a superpower that he had.
And by the way, interesting that you bring that up. I don't know if you saw this. They did a touchdown.
They did. I watched it.
So they went around the backside of the moon, I guess, right?
Took a lot. See, they were, which we talked about this yesterday. They were trying to get pictures and trying to map it out, what's kind of plans they have in the future, and made it back. And that's the farthest mankind. That's what I'm saying. Not to be sexually, well, it. Men
I
did it,
understood
but
what you meant.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's the farthest that a human has gone, which was pretty cool. Pictures look good.
More human than the human.
And I know this is just a conspiracy and a theory, but I think the whole point of Artemis 2 was to go up there, take pictures of the moon, because I think the Chicago Bears had an idea, like, we're going to put the stadium on the moon. And so they were up there trying to map it out. They were, like, scoping out. I mean, I think this might work,
I think
So,
you're right.
so every time, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
You never know who's going to give you the best deal.
You
I
know?
was talking with Andrew, and that Artemis plan is kind of crazy if it's what I heard. Apparently, they're going to take another trip up there soon and start building a little makeshift station.
Well, I don't know if I misheard this, but there was some talk about putting like a data center or something on the moon.
Of course. It's just a solar field.
They already
Wind
bought
farm?
all the real estate up there, yeah.
But I think you have to be careful messing around with the moon because it does have an effect on here on Earth. Like it's what
Well,
makes our tides.
I was going to say we should blow it up. But
I don't think you should do that.
They're just going to start testing weapons on it.
But I also heard that it's made out of cheese.
Well,
I have heard that. So, I mean, we don't know.
we
We've never been there, have
They
we?
only
I'm-
spent like 30 seconds up there, so.
I'm not going up there.
Yeah, it seems like a long trip for not being able to breathe.
And then did you hear, like, the first, I don't know, day or so of their voyage, a couple days into their voyage, the toilet quit working?
No, I didn't.
I did hear that, yeah.
They got it fixed, but for a little bit there, the toilet was inactive.
Well, what do you do then?
Long trip. Well, in space, so it's probably
Let it
just...
float?
Just roll the window down.
Which is so funny, because in Big Bang Theory, if you remember, there's a... Howard goes up there to the space station, and he's working on that new type of toilet that he like designed for the space station, and he has to go back up there to fix it because it breaks. I'm like, that's just funny that happened.
Yeah.
But,
Real life.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, they splashed down, they're back, and
I think there is some plans to actually put a manned mission back on the moon. Am I wrong in
yeah,
saying
they're
that?
doing.
what I've heard.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's like what they're saying by like 2030 they want to have like a, because the space station they're getting ready to decommission, like their plan is to just push it into the Earth, and it burns up on
The International Space Station.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting rid of it. And
It's
they're-
kind of a big deal, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that's part of why they're trying to do what they're doing right now is because that's getting old.
Yeah. And that's how that's their plans on how they're gonna get rid of it. They're just gonna push it. Basically, they're gonna do something to knock it into orbit, and it's gonna just
Slowly.
burn up to nothing. That's how they're gonna
Probably
destroy
going to
it.
have parts landing in your yard, so we'll have to
Probably.
salvage for another.
We're sitting here doing the podcast like, whoosh, like
Everybody go grab that titanium, dude. That's
Why-
worth a lot of money.
a huge piece of it.
They got like gold-plated solar panels. And
Yeah.
We'll be snatching that up.
Interesting.
But-
I'd never heard that they
Yeah.
were planning on.
Well, I think that's what their plan though is it'll burn up on entry and then it'll just be nothing.
But I imagine though, how long has that thing been up there? Probably 30 years. You think?
Oh, I bet
Long
30
time.
years.
So I'm sure the technology on that thing is probably. I bet you that they've been working on it as time goes on, but it's probably antiquated.
Thinking about a 30-year-old truck and driving that on the highway, how do you feel being in space with that keeping you alive?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that would be kind of crazy to think about. Also, fellas, I don't know if you knew this. This will really help your hunger, Andrew. It's National Grilled Cheese Day
Dang.
Oh,
Today?
today.
I think
I
I've
like
probably
grilled
eaten my
cheese.
fair share over my lifetime.
I think we all have, right?
With tomato soup, so good.
Okay, so the best grilled cheese I've ever had in my life. I made it myself. April bought a loaf of it's some kind of Amish bread, but it was cheddar bacon, like baked into the bread.
Oh.
Wow.
And then I put what kind of cheese did I put on there? Had to been like a cheddar. Just 3 or 4 cheeses I put in there, slathered it with butter. Man, that thing was so good. I bet I used that whole loaf of bread on those things, man. It was so good.
Here's a question for you. When you make a grilled cheese, does the butter get smeared on the bread first, or do you just throw the butter in the pan?
You know what? For me, growing up, it was always put it on the bread, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned that actually just putting the in the pan saves you from ripping your bread.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
My whole life, I grew up. That's how my parents made it.
Yeah.
And I threw it in the pan, and it's just, I'm lazy, so that's easy.
Well, here's the other thing that I learned is if you get like sprinkled cheese, the shredded cheese, and you're frying your sandwich, and as you're doing that, you sprinkle that cheese on the top side, so it's just sitting there, it's warming up. When you flip that thing over and that cheese is, it makes like a nice crunchy shell for that cheese sandwich. It's so good.
That sounds good.
That sounds like you charge $10 at a restaurant for that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's $25.
25.
Here at B. Rise Bar and Grill, it's $25.
Okay.
That's the only thing we have to eat is just the menu is just grilled cheese. Did you guys ever eat at the Grilled Cheese Society in Warsaw?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, well, it was in. Remember when we went to that hotel and we went in that lobby and we're
Okay, yeah.
It was in there, but then it burnt. It caught on fire and burnt. And then when they reconditioned everything in there, they never brought it back. But called the Grilled Cheese Society. Evan loved that place.
I can't imagine that would be like if all you sell is grilled cheese. I know that we all like a grilled cheese, but
I'm not going out to get one.
No, I make it at
I'm making
home.
because I'm a man and I don't know how to make a lot of stuff.
But you know how to make a grilled cheese and a bowl of cereal in the morning.
Yeah.
Simple.
The menus for a bachelor man is not a lot. So
Dude,
Yeah, but you're not a bachelor.
not at all, but
And
I got the cooking skills of
what's the other big news you got going on, Mr. Gabe?
having my first kid
Wow.
in September.
Well, your life's about to change. You
Quite
think
a
it's
bit.
changing right now? Just wait. It's
I
going to
know,
change.
I can feel it. It's happening. Yeah,
But it's the best thing. It's the biggest seminal moment in
Yeah.
your life that you'll always remember.
yeah. As long as I've always wanted to be a father, and it's something we've been working on and wanting to plan around, and we're ready for it. It's just I feel like once the baby's here, it's gonna be a wake up call. I have no clue what it's gonna be like. I'm just waiting.
That baby is a wake up call every couple hours, man. You're gonna enjoy it.
Literally.
It's gonna be so crazy going over to your place and.
But I'm excited for you. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna be having. I already told Gabby that I'm gonna be having the baby carrier right on my shoulder or chest every day.
Oh, you're gonna do the old.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna walk around with it.
Okay, so I saw this. This is a true story. I saw a guy one time. He had one of those, and actually, it was next door to April's house. He had that baby in there, and the baby. It's summertime. He's out there weed eating his yard with that baby up front like that.
Oh wow,
I almost went over there and be like, dude, you can't do that.
that's awful. Man, it's like everybody was hanging on there.
Hey, that baby's gonna be tough, or it's gonna die. You gotta let it happen. Nature take its course.
You imagine that's like them sitting on your lap while you're mowing the yard, like awful. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm not even a father or no experience, but I'm just saying, don't do that at home. That sounds awful. That's just some big news, Gabe. I think.
Yeah.
God, I'm so proud of you, and going over there and there's gonna be a little Gabe Jr. in there.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be called Gabe Jr.?
Well, I've been campaigning for that, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Gabe the second.
Yeah,
But you can always call the baby Junior, because that's what I do to my kid. Her name's Junior.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably use that all the time.
Absolutely,
got
you
to,
should.
At least with the oldest one, for sure.
Yeah.
What if its first word is Green Bay?
Well, we're gonna have to do some reevaluation. There's always adoption. There's other kids out there, so
Yeah,
You know,
every
at
night.
fire stations, they put little boxes that you can just drop that kid off.
that's what they're for.
Yeah.
Actually, they're probably labeled.
Oh, it's like Packers drop off.
They even paint the box green.
Sign. You know what? You're gonna have to just play like every night when the baby's in there sleeping in the crib or whatever. You have to play just Bears reruns, like so it has to. That's crazy.
Yep, we're not finding out the gender, so
Even
we're
a
gonna
big
be
surprise.
surprised, and I'll be happy with either, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you just you pray that it's healthy, and that if it's a boy or a girl, you're gonna love it the same. It doesn't matter.
That's right. It is a little scary thinking about it. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong, and you never know. And it's just, I don't think about it much, but if it comes to mind, it's a little scary. That's probably more than anything. You just want to be healthy. And,
Yeah, sure.
But
It will be. You'll be fine.
You're gonna have to get car seats equipped in all the vehicles and
Which is, by the way, that's such a pain.
Lord.
Every car that you possibly could be using, you have to have a car seat in it. Because when I was a little kid, that wasn't even a thing. Like, you just put the baby underneath the front seat, and you're like, you'll be fine. Or put it in the back window.
yeah.
Just roll it up real tight like a burrito and shove it in there. You guys wonder what's wrong with me. It's these sort of things that I had to do as a child.
Some would say it builds character, that sort of
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
but
It does. Car seat for the back of the motorcycle.
well, that's probably first on my list. Now that we got the license, I can do whatever I want on the
That's right.
motorcycle.
Dude, that's going to be so cool.
Get one of those
I
little
can't wait.
sidecars. Little sidecars. Just set them in there.
Listen, do you know what time it is?
Well, I think the listeners probably know what time it is.
It's time for mystery beer.
Number
1.
out of.
We'll have at least 2 today.
All right.
I've had 2 Miller Lights in front of me since we've started this podcast, and I haven't took a sip out of.
Well, there's certain events that have kept you from that, I'm assuming. So.
I'm pretty hungover today, folks. I'm pretty hungover today.
But
And it was,
I think we talked about this on a previous episode is, cures for a hangover.
Yeah, and my answer was
Yours was liquid IV.
how many of them? We're talking 3 to 4 of them, like in a row.
Oh, wow.
Now, how many have you had today?
Just one.
Okay, well, there's more over there. By the way,
you're
Liquid
not
IV,
taking your
if
own
you're
advice.
interested in being a sponsor,
Hey,
Oh,
Liquid
yeah.
IV, you have saved me 1,000.
do you
thousands of times.
remember what my answer was?
Yeah, yours was hold on. Greasy food, biscuits and gravy.
That is one of them. But the number one answer?
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog, baby. Climb
Really?
right back in the seat and do it
Yeah.
all over again.
Wow.
I can't say I've done that one.
I have, but there's some truth to that for sure.
Yeah.
They say it's a myth, but they would never tell you that it was.
Yeah.
Why would they?
You think they would? I mean, they would.
But
It's a way to sell more beer.
Yeah.
They need to start putting that on the box to cure the hangovers, like, and then you're like, oh, cool.
well, to get the Liquid IV sponsorship, they can't go out there and make their own ads that say it's a hangover cure, but everyone knows it is. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what your podcast is for. That's what you
right.
gotta do.
Exposing the truth behind
So,
hangover.
The series.
Gabe, what was your cure-all? Do you have one?
Oh, I'm probably right there with Andrew. I can't say I've had too many experiences, but the ones I've had, that Liquid IV has done me pretty good in the past. But,
I should have, when we talked about this, I should have added 2 Excedrin migraines and 3 to 4 liquid IVs. It's like 3 to 4 packets in one glass.
just make it
It's
like
like
a
thick.
slurry.
It's like, yeah, you guys probably don't remember this, but they used to make a powdered candy. It had a little
Oh, yeah.
stick, Lick-a-Stick.
Yeah.
And what if they did that? Liquid IV, it came in a
Oh,
little
man.
package. And you just got that little stick and you dip it in there.
Well, I think the water has something to do with, like,
No.
it like activates the.
What if you put that in your beer? Then you're hitting 2 hangover cures at once.
Well,
True. You go Super
I'm
Saiyan.
pretty sure that's just a Michelob Ultra. If you have water, add water to the beer, you're good.
It's a Michelob. It becomes a Michelob. Anytime you put beer in liquid IV, don't matter what the beer is. If you mix it with liquid IV, it just becomes a Michelob.
I'm sorry to any listeners who are Michelob Ultra fans.
Well,
but
you know,
it has its own market. That's for sure.
It does. It's for sure. Yeah, guys, just don't do a lot of tequila and beer, Miller Lite especially, just together, a lot of it. And
we were mentioning this, you know, we both, me and Andrew both love tequila drinks, you know, but you know, I'm starting to think it's just not worth it.
Well, I think it's in what is it called? In moderation, it's probably a lot better. But you know, we were having such a good time last night, and tequila was getting thrown around, but I'll tell you guys what, I passed my motorcycle test hungover, so it can be done.
I watched it happen. I was there,
and I did it pretty successfully. Like I didn't, you know, I mean, we all did really well, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, it didn't impact my driving abilities being hungover. But we had McDonald's in the morning.
But by the way, you are a professional driver.
He does have
one would hope that you know how to operate a vehicle on the highway.
Well, and
I realize it only has 2 wheels, but it's still a motor vehicle.
Yeah, I suppose maybe, yeah. But again, they talked about this in motorcycle school, which again learned a lot of stuff. Having confidence in what you're doing makes a huge difference. If you are going into this like a turn's coming up, or you're doing like swerving in the cones, and you're just like, I don't think I can do this, you're gonna do poorly. So having confidence and like, this is gonna be okay, you can do it. It makes a huge difference. This is a great class, really good.
And honestly, if you're driving a semi-truck around, don't you feel like a 2-wheeled bike with a motor on it is pretty simple to put it anywhere you want?
Yeah, well, in theory, you'd think, well, if you can drive 18 wheels, you could drive 2, but there is a lot of difference there. I mean, you're not surrounded in a metal box. How sharp you turn can impact. I mean, it's just there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of new skill there to learn. But I'm ready to get the bike out.
You know, we've had both those classes this weekend, and you're tired by the end of it, and you're just sitting on a bike. But you're doing so much moving with your body, and
I'll tell you, that's just driving in general, because by the end of the week, and I know I just drive truck. By the end of the week, you still feel like tired. Like it's just, I don't know why that is. And you're just sitting in a truck. And there's a lot of other stuff kind of going on. You just kind of like the flow of it, but it does get you tired for some reason. I don't know. Just the mind's constantly running. But anywho,
are you ready?
No. I mean, I know I need to be.
It sounds like you're going to be editing this episode pretty heavily, because.
No, I think so far it's been solid. I think we got a lot of good advice in there. Like, don't be a Packers fan, and then don't drink a lot of tequila really fast. That's what everyone can take away so far.
Tequila's sneaky, dude. You gotta be careful.
It's so good. So you're ready to bring out the mystery beer number 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it. We're gonna tear right into it. What's that?
Do I need to close my eyes, turn around?
No, I will prepare the drinks, and you'll get it in a pint glass. Okay, fellas. Before you see mystery beer number 1. Mm. So what are your thoughts just by looking at it?
It's a glass full of tequila.
You're in for a long evening.
It smells like beer.
Mm-hmm. It definitely smells like beer.
It smells like a beer that a smelly smell that smells of a smell.
It's clear,
light,
right?
It's a lighter beer.
It's golden.
You can see your fingers through it.
And that's effervescent. You're seeing little bubbles. So
effervescent. Word of the day.
Yes, sir. So, put your nose into it and see what you think.
Don't take a sip yet. Not until we cheers. Has a good beer smell. It really smells like a familiar smell. And we'll get into the questions.
Like we've had this.
So how the mystery beers work is what we do is you get 5 questions, but you get unlimited guesses.
Okay.
But 5 questions. So, and if you get a free trip to Vegas if you guess the beer immediately.
All right.
Oh. On Andrew.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Ooh. Definitely more flavor than a Miller Lite.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me
I
take.
think I think I'm narrowing in on this.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Andrew's about to send Gabe to Vegas.
I'm gonna start launching questions here. Did this come in a green bottle?
It did not, no.
Okay.
Did I have a better way to frame this question? What is the country of origin, if you know it?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay, so it's Mexico.
That's an answer of itself.
It is not made in Mexico, no. But it is an international beer.
Canada.
It's not from Canada, no.
So that means it has to be Europe then.
It doesn't have to be. It's a big world we live in.
I've been hearing it's a small world.
It's a small world after all. You're going to learn that when Bill Jr. comes along, because you're going to have to take him to Disney World.
Yep, that's a requirement.
You have to. I never got to go.
Well, it's for parents.
You weren't a very good kid.
My first guess is that it's Mexican beer, but you saying it's not. It throws me off big time here.
No, it's not from Mexico.
So if we aren't guessing the country of origin right off the bat, that means we probably don't know what the beer is. So you're saying the country would give this away?
It would absolutely would. If I told you where it was made, you would know exactly what it is.
So because
Red Stripe.
Nailed it.
I knew it.
So
wow. How'd you what'd you?
Because I was trying to think countries that would define a beer, and Red Stripe is one of
Jamaica?
the only other ones.
yeah,
One of the only other ones. Like, you know all the Mexican beers because I love the Mexican beers.
I do too.
Red Stripe is one of the only other like if I can think of a country, it's either Guinness,
Sure.
which this is definitely not Guinness,
Or Foster's. It could have been a
Yeah.
Foster's, right?
and
So, what's interesting about Red Stripe, started out as a Jamaican beer, and somewhere along the line, somebody here in the States bought the brewery,
really,
and they started making it here in the U.S., and they saw the sales just go straight down because people wanted that made in the island.
yeah.
And then they took it back to Jamaica, and now it's proudly made in Jamaica.
I can't say I've had very many. I maybe had 2 in my life.
But it's pretty decent, right?
It's good.
I know, Andrew, when you opened or first got it, you said that there was a bit of a skunk smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it has that at all now. I did.
It don't have to taste like that at all.
No. When I first opened it, I know exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, I get that a little bit.
Wow. Good beer.
It is good.
I like
So
the
you
bottle,
would definitely have it again.
too. I think we've had a few of them before.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
I don't remember what I thought about it, but
It does have a more of a malty flavor to it, I think.
Is it a malt beer?
No, it's a lager, but they use malt in the making
Yeah.
of them. So, we're going to rate this beer,
Okay.
and it's on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
10 being it's probably like Jesus came down and made it
He
himself.
made it, yeah. Okay.
Wow. Is there a...
And a 1
No
would...
beer will ever be a 10?
Well, I'm not saying that.
Something
Jesus
hits you
may
the right
come back.
way. Well, he's gonna. That's very...
Oh, he is. You're absolutely right. But
So, go ahead. I am just...
you want me to
That's
throw
tough.
my
That's tough.
observation out right up
Yeah.
front? I would give it a solid 7.
I was thinking right there 7. I think, yeah, it's pretty good. I have an admiration for the below the down south beers here, and this kind of falls into that genre. If you ask me.
Have you been to Jamaica?
Never been to Jamaica.
Okay, I actually did go to Jamaica, and I actually had a Red Stripe while I was there.
Was it different?
I'm going to be honest with you, it was like 25 years ago, so I don't remember. But it was good. Very good. They also make a Red Stripe Light, which is interesting because I believe the label, you know the bottle, obviously. It's a very distinct bottle.
Stubby bottle.
Yeah, but it's red and white.
Yep.
The light is blue and white.
Hmm.
Which, how do you say it's a red stripe with a blue stripe on it? I don't know.
Well, good point.
But you can't get that in the States. It's only in Jamaica.
What I'm interested in is if On Draft is
Oh my gosh.
incredible. I think that's a bucket list beer right there.
I think you're onto something there.
We go to Jamaica and do a podcast down there live and have a red stripe on draft.
That's definitely on my bucket list now, thinking about it.
Being the accountant for the podcast, Andrew, do we have the funds yet in the coffers to
check
make
the
that
ad
happen?
revenue.
Well, it's coming.
Okay, so we're not
Oh
there
yeah, the
yet.
ad revenue's taking up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, if Liquid IV will sponsor us, then
Go
maybe,
ahead and subscribe and hit that bell.
Yeah, we want to go to Jamaica and have
Leave a
red stripe,
comment.
and a
What?
random commenter will get to come.
So we're still waiting on Andrew's assessment, but what I have noticed, he's a lot quicker on drinking this red stripe than he is anything else. So that tells
Well,
me that
you
he must
know
think
Miller
it's
Lite
pretty
right
good.
Yeah, no, it is very good. It automatically has to lose 3 points for whatever my ranking is because you put it in a two-hearted glass.
Oh, that
That was on purpose, by the way.
I haven't had nightmares about it since the day we.
So, do you know where that glass came from?
Mm-mm.
I believe my junior brought that home for me.
Oh, that was nice for you to go purchase it at a store and bring it home to you.
It didn't exactly go down like that, but,
Oh, okay.
but it is a beautiful glass for sure.
Yeah.
You just have to get over that mind block that it's not really Bell's Two Hearted in that glass.
I'm a fan of the trout as their mascot. I think that's kind of cool.
I do like some
But-
trout.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate they cannot make a good beer, but
Well, we're just not IPA people.
Well, I think you're just jumping the gun on that. They make a lot of different beers, and we really haven't investigated fully.
You need to look and see.
Maybe
if
we
they
should
make
visit-
a lager.
Next year, maybe that will be on the brewery tour.
Bell's, are they responsible for Oberon?
Yes.
That Oberon, remember that Oberon we had?
Mhm.
The
Are they
Eclipse.
Wisconsin? Or where
Michigan.
are they from? Okay, I knew it was close.
Yeah, so right off the bat, Andrew, I know what you're thinking, because I kind of feel that way. Their two biggest beers are not that they're bad. Just people should try them, but they're just not for our flavor palette.
That's right.
No, but this red stripe, I'm gonna throw it at I'm gonna give it a. Let me just take a sip here again. I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna throw 6 in there.
Interesting. And then to think about that it's iconic, like right up front, had I said it's Jamaican, you guys would have nailed it. So
Immediately.
you would have known right up front. And if I would have said it's in a stubby bottle, you would have known it. So
Yeah.
knowing all of these things about the beer itself, that doesn't influence how you rated that.
No, I think 6. If you look at my history of rankings on our mystery beer, 6 is a very positive number.
Well, it's better than average, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're at a 20 out of 30 score. So that would be a high 7 or a high 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. But you would have it again.
For sure.
I would
Okay.
definitely.
6 is
Well-
a good number. You're talking. Remember, 6 is only 4 away from Jesus making it. So
I mean,
We
if you
need-
put it that way.
We need Junior here because we have some 6s and we have some 7s.
Oh, Lord.
I know, and that's why we try to avoid saying that. I'm usually like, oh, it's probably 6 or 7. She's always like, so it is quite strange.
So remember this
being
flavor
here.
because that is going to show up again in the podcast. It's going to be in the cocktail, the beer cocktail.
This red stripe is.
Yes.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better about it, actually.
Because I couldn't do usually we do the beer cocktail right up front,
Well,
but I didn't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you could have been here for the lunchbox one. That was so good.
I think
was
I
good.
really think you're gonna like what I come up with.
Okay.
Well, so this is yeah.
I have trust in you, okay? You know your stuff when it comes to the beer here.
The hair of the dog is hair in the dog. So
Oh,
All right,
we're testing
so-
the theory right now?
What we're gonna do is
I do feel a positive, better amount of better.
I can tell you're getting your vibe back, and it's all because of that island
Red
vibe
Stripe.
you're getting from that beer.
Yep.
Trust me, you always feel better in Jamaica. I know this personally because I've been there. You just feel better. Sandy beaches, it's warm.
Bob Marley music.
Yeah. Perfect. So I'm gonna do some investigating, but I think we have another mystery beer coming up.
Ooh.
All right.
Beer Eyes carrying the mystery beer part of the podcast.
Well, listen, I do know that you fellas had a busy weekend, so it's understandable.
Yep.
And what's very fortunate for us is we do tend to stock a good amount of beer around here. So
There's always something. And we still have, we say this every week, but we still do have a very large amount of Outlaw.
I saw that on the porch when I pulled up.
why are you ruining mystery beer?
Because we came up with what we're doing as an Outlaw Roulette. You just, because we've discovered like one out of every probably, 4 of those is bad.
Really?
think, yeah.
So you,
Because
it's not all of them.
we gave that another go, and some of them were good, a good light beer, a decent light beer.
You listen, as soon as you poured it in your glass, you absolutely could tell it was a good beer.
So you think something's wrong with the batch?
Yeah,
Absolutely. But
that's
like,
a known thing too.
We
looked
sat
at-
here one
yeah.
night and we're like, let's give her another go. So he pours his into a glass, crystal clear, looks like a good beer.
Yeah.
And then I poured mine in, it's cloudy and just
Hazy.
yeah.
Dirty.
But his tasted
Yeah.
really good. It was not bad.
Wasn't
it really was.
popcorn like you guys were saying?
No, well, the bad one was still yes.
Yeah.
But then we did buy the tall boys.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah, they weren't bad. You know,
Yeah.
So what scores did you guys give that?
That was not on the
wasn't-
mystery
Yeah,
beer.
that wasn't
okay.
on the show. I don't
that
think.
that was
we just ruined that for today.
now I got to go look for something other than Outlaw. But that would be a fun game. Outlaw Roulette. You guys want to play that today?
Well, it's getting to the point where they're all bad now. So you just have, they've been out on that porch for a long
Well,
time.
they're
We bought
probably
the thing
not
at
old enough
Thanksgiving.
yet. They're probably getting close, but I bet they're not old past date yet.
It's probably been 6 months, and November's when we got that case.
yeah. You're right. Thanksgiving is when we tried it.
But I drank a Lone Star that expired in 2022 in a can in the fridge
Still good.
the other day. Still tasted good. Still tasted
That's the
good.
thing. The
Expired.
vessel that you put it in makes a big difference.
And like we talked about, you can get some flavor issues, with beer that goes bad, but it's not like bad for you.
It's already
Yeah.
fermented,
Yeah, so
so
But-
if it's kept cold, I think that makes a big difference too.
All right. I'm about to go on a fishing expedition.
Okay.
All right.
You don't be weary.
Don't be weary.
We can handle something. Well, I can handle something.
Okay.
All right, fellas. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm cleaning my palate with a Miller Lite before we get into mystery beer, too.
The default beer.
Are we supposed to drink all of this? It has nothing to do with your cocktail.
This doesn't have
No,
anything to do with
this
our
is just
cocktail.
the mystery beer too.
I meant to tell you up front. The beer cocktail will involve Red Stripe,
Yep.
so be excited. And it will
I
have
am.
sort of that island feel to it.
Oh.
Island in the Sun.
That's a great song, by the way.
So let's
Let's evaluate what we have in front of us.
it's very golden,
Yeah,
clear.
pretty
Yeah.
light, effervescent. There are some bubbles. Still bubbling.
I would say it's a slightly lighter than the red stripe was.
It
Yeah.
absolutely is, yeah.
Can I give it a smell test?
You may now. Go ahead.
There's not enough in my glass. I can't really.
We'll tip it down a
Well,
little
put your
bit.
nose in there, dude.
Okay.
Familiar, but I can't.
You guys ready to give it a go?
Yeah, let's sample her up.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Something with lime.
Really? Okay.
I like this a lot.
I bet you do.
Oh man.
And
Are you just like 100% this is a beer?
yeah.
Like, this is absolutely a beer
It's
for
definitely
sure.
a beer, but it's very fruity tasting. If you ask me. Are you getting that or not?
Oh, I no, but I like this a lot.
My first question is, did you put anything in this?
No.
Or is it just naked beer?
Just right out of the vessel.
the
What you
vessel?
see is what you get. I don't want to spoil it by saying
Is
it was a
it-
can or a bottle.
Is this?
I'm
well,
scared.
I don't want to just guess right about. Let's get some more questions out there.
I'm scared it's going to be something that I know that I probably shouldn't like.
Yeah, that's and that's a good point that you might find out you like something and you got a stigma against
Yeah.
it for nothing.
It tastes more like a soda pop to me.
It's
Interesting.
super light, very like limey taste to me.
It's sweet. You're sweet for sure. It's
If
like
you,
sugar
like-
in it.
If I had a few too many and you gave me this and told me it was Sprite,
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
No.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
This is just, there's nothing mixed into this, you said.
No.
I like this a lot. This might be something that I purchased myself.
Man,
Do you know I know what it is?
Yeah, you do.
Have I had it?
Oh, for sure. I would assume Gabe's had it too, but
And it's a beer. You get it in the beer aisle. Mm-hmm. Quantity of the case?
I don't want to give the answer to that because it'll give it away.
Do you think I've had like a lot of these
Oh yeah.
with you
Oh yeah.
recently?
I'm trying to remember because you had a lime beer in your fridge and you gave me one not that long ago. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Garage beer lime. This isn't a garage beer lime.
No.
It's not. Okay.
No, it's not. And it's not a bush lime.
Are you guessing that's what it is?
I don't think it's a Bush Light lime.
Okay.
Because where would you round that up, for one? And two, I don't remember a Bush Light lime being that sweet.
Well, remember, he said he found this and, it just manifested. So someone might have recently gotten this and it might be.
There's no way it was at Meyer. If there's Bush Light lime at Meyer, I would buy it.
First off,
I didn't buy it.
Where'd you get it?
I got it out of the fridge in the garage.
Yeah, but I really don't. Was it Bush Light lime Abby left over?
Is that your guess?
I think you need to just go ahead and say yes. That's our guess, and you'll see.
I feel like this is more sweet than a Bush Light lime, but
It's very sweet.
could I go buy this right now?
I don't know. I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so that means what's gonna have to happen is I'm gonna like this and never get it again. So is it a Bush Light lime?
It is a Bush Light lime.
Dang
Wow,
it!
That's pretty good.
Where'd you? Wow,
And are you saying you didn't like that before?
No, I loved the Bush Light lime
Okay.
a lot.
So she's probably gonna be pissed.
There's still another one out there, fellas, if you want to
No.
dive a little deeper.
There's only 2 out there.
There might be 3, I don't know. Well, there's not 3 now, but
That was so good, man.
It's very good. There's a lot. Not a lot of beers can beat the, Dos Equis or Corona with lime.
no, yeah.
And this is right there with that.
There's a lot of artificial flavor to it, right?
That makes
Yeah.
me upset. I can't
Here's
get
the
it.
thing. I couldn't just drink a bunch of these, but one is very refreshing to me.
I think on a hot summer day, you could drink a whole bunch of those.
Really.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
That's a bummer because that is so good.
All right, so it does taste very good, but you're right. It's interesting that you're questioning me whether it's really a beer.
Well, it's that light.
Yeah,
I
but it's
mean,
Bush Light though.
True, which is very, very, very light beer.
So if you're gonna put a ranking on that thing,
I'm going with here's what I'm gonna do.
tell me.
It's at least an 8 for me.
Wow.
Wow,
I'm
High
comfortable
praise.
with an 8.
Well, here's it.
I'm already seeing I'm gonna have to lower my rating to level this out because it's not better than a Red Stripe.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. I can't put a beer like this up too high because when I'm thinking of beer, I'm not thinking a fruity. Like, like this is great. This is almost up there with like Leinenkugels. It's its own kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
Where you want like a refreshing
on a hot summer
drink.
day.
Yeah.
It would be very quenching.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But when I want a beer, I want to taste
a beer.
You
want to taste a beer,
which makes me, I like this a lot, but I don't want to give it too high of a score.
He set the bar too high.
And now I gotta adjust. I'm gonna give this.
I'm sticking with my
5.
I'm with Gabe. I'm giving it a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So we're 18. So that puts it down at a 6 even. Which still...
That's good. I think that's nice.
It's very drinkable.
Absolutely.
But, let's back up for a moment. A Busch Light is a drinkable beer.
It is.
All right. So the next stop we have is the beer cocktail. Do you remember what the beer is that's going in?
Red Stripe.
It is a Red Stripe, right. So we're going to take a little time.
Okay.
And I'm going to mix them up. And I'm open to your guys' suggestion while I'm doing this, because it's totally off the cuff.
Well, we've had a lot of talk about tequila today.
Let me just show you what's going into it. You ready?
All right, I'm ready. Perfect island mix there. I think you're on to something here.
I'm curious how it goes, but all right. So get ready, because it's coming at you. Okay, fellas. Beer cocktail right in front of you. And I did use a Red Stripe. And before we really get into the recipe, I would like us to look at it, take a whiff of it, take a swig of it, and then we can give our thoughts.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It smells very tropical. Very,
I'm not going to lie, dude. I love it.
You smell the coconut right away.
Yeah, you smell coconut right away. Here we go. Sip number 1 for me.
It's pretty dang good, if you ask me.
Okay, so here's what we got. We got about 11 ounces of a Red Stripe.
Okay.
And then we have a full ounce shot of Malibu coconut rum.
You can taste that.
And a little less than an ounce of pineapple juice.
It's good.
It's very good.
I love it.
What are we going to call this? You got to come up with a name for this, because I think people would drink this at a bar, man.
If you cracked open a can and this is what was in there.
You're on a money scheme here.
Maybe.
License this.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Red Stripe, Malibu, and pineapple juice.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This might be the best beer cocktail we've had.
Would you put this over a mango cart?
Mango cart is a beer.
Right.
Mango cart's its own thing.
So if you poured mango cart in a glass and this in a glass, would you take this glass of this over the mango cart?
You're asking me to compare apples to oranges.
But this is mostly beer with flavoring in it.
Yeah. It's good.
Right now, I'll take this. But if I sat down and drank a mango cart, I'll take the mango cart.
Imagine you're on a beach here and the waves
Oh,
are crashing.
gosh.
I'm basically there.
Sun out shining, umbrella.
I'm trying to come up with a name, and right now, top of my head, I don't think this is it because it sounds too similar to other cocktail names. But Jamaican Sunrise is in my head right now. I think we got to come up with something, because we could use Island too, because it's just Island in general.
Sure.
But the Red Stripe, I think Jamaica's on the table for the name here.
Yeah, I think so. Because, and I don't think Malibu's made in Jamaica. I think it's a Puerto Rican product.
I don't think so either.
But I'm sure they make a coconut rum in Jamaica.
Probably pretty good too.
Man.
Is this the best beer you've had today? Let me ask you that.
Well, like you're saying, I don't think you can put this in the beer category.
Right.
But It's very, like, surprisingly good. I was a little scared, okay, when you said beer cocktail. But this is good. This isn't bad at all. This is pretty good.
Is there anything that would you put more of something in it and less of something else, or what are your thoughts?
My first instinct is some sort of, like, instead of pineapple, lime. But
Okay.
I don't think that goes super great with the Malibu. Maybe it'd be okay, but this is, I mean, I wouldn't change this. This is good.
Continue.
Andrew, what would you do to it?
It's very good how it is. Maybe just a little less Malibu, so there's more of the beer flavor of the Red Stripe. But
I can see that.
Again, I don't think you would even have to do that. But I would be curious to see what that tastes like, because so there's that hint of Malibu and pineapple juice in that beer flavor. That, you know, that'd be the only thing. But I don't think it's a necessary change.
So I have an idea. So for when you open your chain of restaurants at Brian's Barn Grill, you know, which is happening soon probably.
There's one going on the moon.
Yeah, that's going to happen for sure. But
We're going to put it on the International Space Station.
Yep.
to up the price of this cocktail, because it's obviously going on the menu, is you got to put a rim of dried coconut on this, and it would go perfect, I think.
That's a great idea.
Now, I don't know if I wouldn't probably like having the floaties in there, so I'd have to try not to get it into the beer, but it wouldn't bother me, you know, when you're sipping from it.
Well, you're right, because when you have a margarita, you have the option of putting salt or sugar on it.
Sure.
Which, by the way, are you a salt or sugar person?
You know, I've had both, quite a few. I've had my fair share, because me and Andrew both, as we've stated, are tequila fiends. But I prefer sugar.
Ooh.
And I know that is controversial.
Andrew, on a margarita, do
Yeah,
you take it salt or sugar rim?
Literally, I'm going to be honest with you, depends on the flavor of the margarita.
Let's just say old school lime margarita.
Which is actually...
That's the best
I
margarita.
will always go for that. I'm not going
sure.
for other flavors most of the time.
I'm going to be honest, I'm going salt.
Me too.
Especially a lime one. But
You know what? Because we've all done those tequila shooters, right? You got to have lime and salt to do the shooter.
what are those called? Snake bites? So good, man. Lime, salt.
So you would rather do sugar, huh?
But then I get it, because there's there's a margarita special they had. It was like one they came as like their signature drink for the night, and they used sugar, and it was amazing with that margarita.
So here, I probably had more homemade margaritas, which means, you know, 50% tequila. And you need something a little more, you know, sweet to kind of help with that. And
That's the thing about salt is it makes you thirsty. And I think that's the key. Because that salt keeps you going after that next drink.
Do you like silver?
Yeah, I'd
Or
say...
are you more of a...
Well, great question.
I love the Costco, okay? I have a whole big old bottle of Costco tequila in my... Always. That's in the liquor cabinet. But silver is my go-to.
Silver.
At a bar, for sure.
So, B-Ray, are you silver or are you
I'm totally gold.
gold? Yeah.
But anyway. So, what a fun episode. I think we can look forward to next weekend.
And let us know if you want to go be a part of the brewery tour. We got T-shirts coming. It's gonna be a good time. I'll show up in our swag and try a bunch of new beers.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks
Gabe,
for having
Yeah, that was fun.
joining us.
Great time, guys.
Boy, a lot of great conversation.
Yeah.
And I think there's more to come if I'm don't feel like a zombie from a lot of tequila previously.
Well,
you know. It's it was a busy weekend, but you know what?
The job at
It's a
this
good
point.
one. Well, you know. All right, guys. Well, cheers to another great episode. I think.
Cheers.
Cheers it up.
Cheers.